Namaste, welcome back to Sthapagna channel, and you are watching Postman's 30-day challenge for developers. I know we finished, I think, how many days? 5 days? Till day 5, and I think it's been a while, maybe a week or so. I'm sorry about that. I was busy with other things. Let's try to do as many days as possible today. Okay, so we have finished so far till variables. Okay, let's start with tests. Okay, here we have it. Okay, test. Let's click on, as usual, click on this. Let's create a fork, and that's my workspace, which I already created. Okay, let's go here and let's click on view complete documentation. Here we go. Okay, we already did that. It's time to work on your next challenge. Lots of people use Postman to test and explore their APIs. In this challenge, we will learn how to write tests to programmatically assert that your API is behaving as you expect it to. Let's head over to this one. Add a request. Okay. Is it, what is this? I can, I can has that joke. I can, okay. Can be used as an API for fetching a random joke, a specific joke, or searching for jokes in a variety of formats. Calling the API. No authentication is required to use. Enjoy. API response format. All API endpoints follow their respective browser URLs. Okay, so let's see what they are trying to tell us here. Add a request. Add a request called jokes to the folder tests with the following details. Okay, let's do that. Let's go to here. Okay, there are no requests, so let's go ahead, add it. And they want us to use this URL, which we will do. It's a get method URL done, and they want us to add the accept request header with a value of this one. Send the request and inspect the response on the bottom. Think about how you would assert that the API is behaving as expected. Maybe you received a certain status code, 200 usually. The response body is formatted a certain way, or it contains a specific piece of data. Add a test. Okay, let's go ahead first of all. And what do they want us to use? They want us to headers, accept. Let's put this one. Didn't I copy it? I thought I copied it. Let's unselect that. Let's say accept. It will give us the header. Anyways, let's do that. Let's click send. Okay, as you can see, we got ID, that one. What do you call a cow and a trampoline? A milkshake. Okay, so we got the status code and we also got the response as JSON. Okay, so this will be my test case. At least that's what I am going to create. I hope, I think they are also going to show us that, right? So my test will be, once I run this, again, whenever they are asking us to do those solutions, right, even they are using test cases, right? So that's what we will do. We will go ahead and add a test. Back in the request builder at the top, find the test tab and expand the snippets from the right. This is a list of the most popular test scripts written in JavaScript. Find one called status code is 200 and click it to insert it. Test that looks like this. Okay, which we will do. So they are talking about tests and snippets, right? They want a status code is 200. So this is what it is going to be putting. So what will it do? When you execute the test, if the status code is 200, then it will say passed, test passed. That's one of the tests. You can define tests using the pm.test, which is this one. Function, providing a name and function that returns a boolean true or false. Value, indicating whether the test passed or failed. Send the request and look under the test tab in the response viewer at the bottom of to see your result. Okay, now let's go ahead. Let's send it. And I got another one, but test results, as you can see, it's passed. and it said status code is 200 because that is what we are printing. Got it? That's how it works. It passed. I remember when I was a kid, I opened my fridge and noticed one of my vegetables were crying. I guess I have some emotional cabbage. Dad jokes, huh? Okay, now let's write a test that fails. Under the test tab, in the request builder on the top, copy and paste that snippet beneath the original one. Update the name of the test to expected a 404 and then replace the status code assertion from to 404. The syntax for the assertion in this function is from a library called chai. Is it chai? Chai.js. This test expects a 404 status code. Send the request again and review results. Yeah, I mean it will fail. I can already say that. The reason being, and they want us to put exactly what expected. Send it. One will pass, one will fail, right? Because my status code is 200, not 404. So that's why it failed. Expected response to have status code 404, but got 200. Got it? And what is the joke system? What animal is always at a game of cricket? A bat. Some Desis wrote it, I guess. In upcoming challenges, we will learn more about testing for collections and folders, automating tests, and more advanced scripts. Once you complete these steps, move on to the next folder in this collection to submit your solution. Follow the instructions. I guess we have to give our collection UID. Okay, let me save this one first of all. Let's go. Submit your solution. Let's go collection. Let me not this one. How did I forget how to change my okay here? Because I already have that variable in there. Or I will just update it here. I will hard code it. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? And what is my collection UID? You click on the collection, go to I, then it will be right here. Copy it, then come back here. Where is the request here? Okay, it's not that one. I think it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. So let's click on it again. Now I can replace. I can go ahead and update my value there, but it's okay. Let's do it right here. Send it. Oh, I need to update my API key as well. Headers. Yeah, here it is. But I already have my Postman API key. Why is it not taking? Is it a different name that I provided? Let me see. Environments. Click on that. Oh, it's gone. Why? Did they change it? Interesting. Why did this go away? Okay, let me again bring back my API key. How did we do it last time? Do any of you remember how we did it? Okay, it's definitely not here. I think I need to click here. Let me try to do it. All right, I finally got my key and I updated it there. And let me change back this. Let me go and do this. Let's hit. Okay, this one again. Let me go and change that. For some reason, it's gone. Okay, I don't have that again. Let's paste our collection UID. Come on, I just copied, didn't I? Okay, now this should work. Two failed. If I click on it, let's say what failed. Request added correctly. Cannot read properties of undefined reading name. Okay, what are they trying to tell us here? Okay, so looks like we have some failures. Request added correctly. Type error. Okay, maybe fix test, or they want us to fix the test case because this is test case tutorial. Is that what they are telling us? Can we do that? I don't know if you are allowed to do that. Okay, let me see. Maybe since I re-logged in, did it change everything? Okay, I still have that function. I still have this function. And basically that's what we did. Let's see. Okay. So why did that one fail? Let's see. What is it doing? The name of it is request added correctly. Check number of requests, which is equal to 1. Let snippet collection. I don't expect them to ask us to fix this one. A required name jokes. It said joke. It's looking for jokes. Is that why? Is there something that they wanted us to post here other than that? They asked us to do that, which we did. Okay, we did that one as well. Okay, we use that one. Yep, right. Yep, we did that one as well. Get a new request. Oh, never mind. They want us to call these jokes. See that? Add a request called jokes to the folder test. Yeah, we need to rename this. Hence, that's why it went wrong. Awesome. Okay, now let's go back and send this one. And now it passes. Okay, that's why we need to, I guess, follow each step the key was, I guess. And let's look at our cat. Oh, come on. Okay, if it doesn't, then we'll go to the next one. I hope you were able to successfully execute this test. When we ran it first time, 3 passed, 2 failed because of this jokes. We didn't name it, that's why. So let's go back. Okay, we are again back here. So let's go ahead and fork the day 7, right? Fork it. Okay, we are back here. Let me open. Okay, I think I cannot open this. Or let me see. Okay, it's not that one. Copy. Let's paste that one. Let me go back so that I can have this here. Okay. Now let's see what this is about. Debugging looks like. Let me overview this one. Get the challenge. Okay, we already did. Let's check out NASA's astronomy picture of the day API to learn more about debugging API calls in Postman. The Postman console gives you visibility for debugging during development. API key missing. No API key was supplied. Get one at that. Okay, we will try. Let's see. Add a request. Add a request called a pod. Okay, this time I won't make the same mistake again. Let's rename this a pod. To the folder debugging with the following details: get, and then this is the URL. API key query parameter with value demo key. Okay, that's what we were missing. Okay. Count query parameter value to 10. Open the Postman console in the bottom left, send the request and inspect the various parts of the network cell. Example network, okay, which we will do. So let's add, did it say query or count? What is it? Count, okay. So let's put that and hit send. Okay, so we got copyright, Jerry, whoever that is, copyright, date, explanation, media type, all that awesome stuff. And if we click headers, you can see rate limit 40, rate limit remaining 39. So I guess we can only hit 39 more times. Content type options, no sniff, so they won't show us what is the content type and etc. I think that's what they want us to go through. And add a log statement under the test tab of the request. Add a console.log function to output the title of each image to the Postman console. Okay, so I think this is what it is. This allows you to parse a response quickly. So we are creating a variable pics and getting the response in and converting it into JSON. Then we are looping through this particular variable. If there are multiple, we are looping through each record in the JSON. And what are we doing? Pics. Then we are logging to the console the pic title and pic URL. That's what we are doing. So let's go here, click on test. I mean, I guess I can just select, can I not? Okay, let me try and paste this here. Save this, and if I hit send, let's see what happens. But this is test though. How is test going to be in the debugging? Okay, let's see. Did they ask us to execute it? Oh, okay. It did do it. Test results none. Body. So where did it print all this? Definitely not here. Definitely not there. So where did it do that? No idea. Let's go ahead and see what they are saying. Using console statements like console.log, .info, warn error in either the pre-request or test script tabs lets you track request executions, exceptions, and error during development. Feel free to add more log statements, perhaps conditionally, to provide more insights in what is being returned from the server. Once you complete these steps, move on to the next folder and to submit your solution. But okay, we did that, we added that. But why? What did I do here? I am not seeing that. Is this not getting executed? Or should I say if it passes then only do that? Okay, I'm lost here. Comment and tell me if I'm missing something. Okay, let me try to do that. I don't know what they are going to test it. So let's test that. Not sure. Let's see. Change it to that one. The reason I change it to that because uh, this particular when you submit the solution, remember it needs by changing your environment, it will populate the API key that I stored in my that one. Okay, it passed and I got my cat, but I still don't understand. Okay. I think here it is showing. Okay, previously I think we might have missed. Name debugging, a pod, Is it this one? Name event? No, it is not. I have no idea where this is showing the results. Is it showing in here? No. Title and URL. I have no idea. Let me know in the comments where I can see that. But anyways, our solution passed. Our whatever we put solutions passed. I think they are just trying to teach us how to enter those logs. If you want to log to console, how you do that? How do you do that? Anyways, we did it successfully, so no problemo. Let me. Okay, that's it. Good, good. Okay, now let's go ahead and do the day 8. Create a fork. Fork. Let me. Okay, it is here. This one I will just go back. What is this about? Let's see. Let's use the random user API. What is this? Day about run a collection. Oh, okay. I think that should not be hard. To learn how to run a collection in Postman, random user API. Add a request. Add a request called get random user. Okay. It's going to be the get method with that at least one test to determine a successful response from this API. Send the request to make sure your test pass. Okay, I will add that. Let's go here. That one. I think we are good. Okay, mail XYZ and our test passed. Okay, what else? I think they want us to create another one. Duplicate the request to create a second request called get female user. I think we will extract the data and we'll get the female user, I guess. Duplicate this and we already know how to do that. Rename. You may need to update your test to ensure a successful response. Send the request to make sure your test pass. Okay. And how do you get a female user? I guess we need to open this and find out. You can, okay, let's submit gender and female. I think that's how it is going to be. So we can do that. Female. If I send it and we are getting female, but we are supposed to create test case for this. We just doing 200 doesn't work for this one, right? Because um, even if you give in, for example, let's say you give male, that will pass. Does that mean that this request is actually working? No. So I am thinking we need to go to results and the gender has to be female. At least that's what I would write a test case, right? When I get in the response. So what will we do? Response to have status 200. Instead of that, I can say response. How do I extract that one? pm.response, we will get the response. And instead of status, I would say results, then gender. Okay, let's say, I don't know if I can do this. If this is female, is there a get a variable? Let's see if there is one here. Not variable. Get sender request status code. Yeah, maybe how about not body, response. Yeah, this one, right? Let's click that one. So actually, you know what? Let me undo this. Okay, that is good for me. Now I'm going to add another one, JSON value check. Your test name, I will just say check female. Okay, we are JSON data, that is the variable, and we are getting the response. Once we get the response, we are checking the value. Which one this is going to be? Request. Is it response? No. Request dot gender, is that it? Results, sorry. And that should be equal to female. Okay, let's hope this will work. Okay, it failed. Why? Expected undefined to deeply undefined. Why is this undefined? Okay, let's see. Results. Okay, maybe I cannot use that results and then gender. How do I get it? Okay, if this clearly looks like it has multiple items in it, right? It's a list. Okay, it will get a list. How about if I add results that dot gender? Yes, that passed. Check female, that passed. Okay, since the results is a list, I am only getting the first item, and I'm checking the gender. If that is female, I'm good. And yeah, I'm checking this one, but I hope if we can check all the, if it is all the genders is female or not, but I guess for this one it will work. We are just learning, so let's see. There is another third request as well. Okay, duplicate this, get French user. Okay, now I see where this is going. Duplicate it. Oops, not duplicate. Rename it. Okay, French user. How will we get French user? Let's say, I think there is a parameter in this. I think we can pass, right? If I want a user, how do you French user? I think it is this one. What is this? Nationality, which is nat GB. For French, it will be F. French is for France is French. I hope so. Okay, let's go back here. Did they give any hints here? Why are they giving this link? Did they already have something like that here? They are just showing us how to do it. I know how to do it already. Okay, you seem to be offline. Okay, I am not offline. I don't know why it is showing that. Okay, now let's add another one, which is nat, and it's supposed to be fr. So we can just add to the test case another one, and only French user. Did they say female? Oh yeah, both female French. Okay, and for our test case, we have to check that, and we have to check if he is French or not. So how do we get the data if it is French? Country, is that how? So if I run this with nat that, what will I get? Okay, let's go here and see country. What is the country? France. Maybe that's how we do it. So let's go ahead. Test added. France. Check country or nationality. Maybe country is not a correct. Is there something called nationality? Yeah, I think we might have to check this one maybe. Yeah. So how about results? Where is it? Nat. It's right here. I think it's right here, isn't it? Yeah. Same thing. Instead of gender, we will just get nat, and this should be equal to FR. Send it. And all 3 out of 3 passed. Check national female. Good, 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 good. Save it. What else? Okay, I'm liking this now. Run the folder. Now we created 3, right? We can just run the collection. Now that you have 3 requests with test, you can step through and run the folder by tabbing through each one of the requests and hitting send. An easier way to run request is to use collection runner. Run only the folder, run a collection to make sure. Okay, I will close all this. Okay, how do I do that? Run folder. Run manually, you can schedule it, automate it via that. Iterations only one. I don't want any data file, just run it. Okay, you can see the tests. Everything is passing. Awesome. Okay, we are done with it. Actually, looks like. Okay, all done. Okay, all we have to do is submit our solution. Easy. Okay, I like this one because they made us do a little bit more than whatever we are used to doing. And don't forget to select this one for your API key. So let's hit send. Fingers crossed. Yes, all tests 5 out of 5 is a big pass. Request correct. Correct collection return, request added correctly, tests added correctly. Oh, is that so? What are your tests? Okay, check name equals get French user. Okay, they're checking that one. Check method get, which is the check parameters 2, which we have, which are equal to gender and also nationality. Okay, that's it. And what is this test name? Request add. Oh, that is request. Test add. Okay, test. What? How are they checking it? Oh, they are just checking if there is a test on it. They're not checking how we created the test. Okay, that's fine. All right, I think that's about day 8. So let's finish one more day, day 9, and then we can call it as a day. So let's go ahead, scripting, create a fork collection, go back, let's go here, it will update it, and let's click here, click on this one. Let me close this, and view complete documentation. Let's use the random user API to learn how to script, which is the same one. So it's the get method. Copy that. Okay, let's go ahead, create it. Select, oh, they told us to name it get random user. The same one, I think, similar to the previous one. Send request, we know what will happen. Add another request. Add a second request called echo the user after the first one with the following details. Okay, it's a completely new request. So oops, and we know what echo the user does. It echoes whichever user we get from the previous one, I am assuming. Since this is script, maybe we will pass the output of that to this particular one. JSON request body format. Oh, we are doing a post here, and the formatted body will look something like this. Okay. Change the request. Return to the test tab of the first request to capture the data required for the second request. as I mentioned, right? The user from this is going to be sent to that. Use collection variables this time. Step through the workflow by running each request one at a time to ensure you are getting and setting the variable properties and passing the data correctly. Run the collection. Once you think you have it, run this folder using the collection runner. We already did that. So then, if you want to run the entire collection instead of the folder, add Postman set next request null. Okay, so change the reactions. Oh, it is getting harder. Return to the test tab of the first request to capture the data required for the second request. Collection variables. Okay, we ran this, and what are we passing for the second user body? It's going to be raw JSON, and it's going to be that, and it's going to be post. If I run this, yeah, it's posted and it is getting the same details from that and printing it here. But this has to be dynamic. We have to get the name, email ID from here. Name, but are we giving the full name? Yeah, full name, which should be, that is street name. This is first and last name. I guess we need to get this one. Name, mm, email, what else? ID. I think ID will be okay. We have it in the data. Never mind. Okay, we need to pass all this to the next one. So how do we do it? First of all, they told us to, in the test section, get a collection. No, we are setting a collection variable here. And okay, that's how you are doing it. Variable key, I will call this user name, and the value will be response, right? It has to be, yeah. So results, how do I do that? Response dot, can I do that something like that? No. Remember in the previous one how we got the response? Let's see. Let me enter it and let me try to get that one. How did they get it? Okay, using this one. Let's do the same thing. I will run that first. I don't know if it will work. And I said data and JSON data dot, it's going to be what? Data? No, results. Results, and results is a list, so I will get the first one, and then within it I will get data. Is that it? Didn't we see somewhere data? Where did it go? It had the name, email. Was it not here? Is it here? Oh, it's here. So how do I get those details from here? So we have the email ID here. And what is the ID? It looks like this. I think it's UUID. All right. That's going to be little bit tougher. So it's going to be name under name. Okay, where am I? Okay, here we go. This is going to be name dot first, and we need to append. How do we append in here? Plus, can I do a plus? I don't know. I'm just trying, and I think there is a space in between, right? Of course. And let me give a space. I'm just throwing it there. I don't know if it will work. Okay, it's not, at least it is not throwing the error. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Let's hit send. Okay, it didn't fail, so I hope And let me come here, and instead of this, can I in the body, how do I, okay, let's try to give collection variable. How do I put collection variable in there? And then I will say username. Since these two are in the same collection, I think that should work. This should set, that should get. Okay, let's create the other two as well. And this will be email, and the other will be ID, and no concatenation needed here for this one. Same goes for this one. Okay, and this is in the email. Okay, email login UID. Okay, this is going to be login, and then UUID. We can even log it here, but I think I'm fine. So let's go here. This is going to be username, email, ID. Unresolved, that's okay. Okay, let me send this. Let me send this. Did it work? Yes, it did work. Okay, it brought what is this? What is the name? Camille Abraham. This worked, but the next didn't work. So we did pass it, but it is bringing what? Previously, did it had all these slash or slash ns? I don't remember. I'm assuming it worked, but let's see. But what did they tell us? They told us to chain it. Okay, so we are setting here, but do we have to get it here? Do we have to use that? Why? Getting is just getting, right? Is it not? Okay, let me go and do that run. I think that should be fine. Let's see. Okay, let's try and test our solution. Not sure if it going to pass, but we never know until we submit it, right? And it passed. Yes, sir, it did pass. Get user, it passed. What are the tests that they created? Let's see. Request added correctly. Echo body added. Okay, this is a body. Okay, let's check this. Variable set correctly. They're just checking for the test. They're not checking exactly what is it. Okay, but they are testing it by passing different. Please try again. Okay, awesome. Well, that test passed. I am happy. All right, I think that's about it. We did what? We did 4 days today because I want to catch up to whatever we missed. I hope you enjoyed it. The scripting one, this one was a little bit challenging, but I liked it because of all this. How to, they didn't tell us how to get this and how to put it. I just using my JSON knowledge and etc. I did it. I'm happy. I hope you did it as well and you passed this one as well. I hope to finish this one as soon as possible. Day 9, we are left with 21 days, and thank you for your time, and do check out other playlists on our channel. There are a lot of them. Okay, and if you are someone who wants to clear AWS certifications, we have pretty much, at least right now, we have three different certification questions analysis, and I'm going to add, actually in the coming month I'm going to add more for sysops, DevOps, machine learning, data engineering, security, etc. So see you there. Thank you very much for your time. Have a nice day. Peace out.